Good day, fine people. It's Nick here in the chair on the ZxSpectrum 48K, and we're going to be looking at Hyperactive. This was published by Sinclair User in 1988. Yes, it was a cover tape, and yeah, it was made by Special FX Software, who also made Hysteria, where they seem to be advertising here. A game I haven't quite reviewed yet. Behind this was Jonathan M. Smith, better known as Joffa. So we'll see how this goes. Also come out on the Commodore 64, although I think that might have been an official release. Here we are, survival mode. So we're controlling this spaceman. There's quite a bit of inertia here, and we must destroy everything. You see on like a defender style grid just below the main play. That's where everything is that we need to destroy. Now, as well as that, on this first level at least, we need to collect these round pill type things. There's one, so I've got that, and we need to take it back to the base. There we go, and there's the base there, represented by those two circular things you might be able to see. So the bottom bit of the screen is quite colourful, the top bit is quite monochrome, but that's okay. It seems to work well for this moon sort of thing. Good presentation, plays quite well, and I do like the inertia on it. It just wants to pull the man back down again, so it feels like you are floating around. It's good fun, but it is a little bit easy though, I would say. You see the energy bars there, red, magenta and green and blue. They go to 0. I think we are dead, but I doubt we'll actually be dying here. It's over just about 4 stages, I think, and if you complete the 4th one, then it goes back to the beginning again. So it's pretty much more of a demo rather than a full game, but I thought you'd like to see it because it looks quite good. Special FX Software also did quite a lot of work for Ocean. Most notably, their games there were Batman the Cape Crusader, which I reviewed, and Firefly, which I couldn't make a head and a tail of. Right, so we on to the next level. Good sound. This is the Dragon Wave. Right, here we go. So here's the dragons. I think there's about 4 of them. Check out the radar there below. If we bump into them, we lose a little bit of energy, and they take a certain amount of shots, then they are destroyed. So it's a nice, fun game, this. I would like to have had it as a cover tape. Wouldn't like to have paid like full price for it, but it's pretty cool, and as a kid I would have played this quite a lot. A large sprite there, Defender sort of like style, and probably influenced by a few other games too. Good sound on this one, good movement, and a lot to like. Excellent stuff. 1988 cover tape, Sinclair User. They did have some good cover tapes, didn't they, really? Good. If you got your favourite cover tape game that I haven't reviewed there, then put it below. I think Master Blaster was another good cover tape one there, and Tanks. I think Tanks was an Amiga one, actually. Yeah, my system's mixed up. I would have liked a bit, because I always want too much, really. I would have liked a bit of extra colour in the actual gameplay itself. Maybe a different colour spaceman, but it might have been a bit tricky with the colour clash and stuff. But that's a minor gripe, which is otherwise a good sort of like a demo type game. Right, are these worm things going to blow up soon? Please blow up. I don't ask for much, just blow up. So yeah, this spaceman's probably like an alien invader, really. So he's the bad guy. All these other things are just life forms on the planet, minding their own business. Like this one's trying to get away. Can we? Yeah, maybe we've got to shoot them from the front for it to actually count. Come on, blow up. I think he's the only one left, isn't he? Kaboom it. Can't have too much left. As soon as that's destroyed, then we're on to the 3rd stage. But it just keeps cycling around. Although, there we go. It keeps cycling around, although I think the stage numbers go up. I thought, oh right, there's still one left here. Okay. Thought we had them all. Don't know about this bloke. So it's a nice looking alien. The shading is quite good in the background. It scrolls quite well. Moves pretty fast. Nice star field as well. So it's not just one colour black. If you knew this, let me know. Oh, my energy doesn't look too good. If that is, in fact, my energy, I'm not quite sure. I haven't got any instructions for this one. I haven't got the magazine. Right, next stage, good. Level completed. Bonus points for the amount of energy you have left. Level 3 is another attack wave. Right, here we go. No pills to collect here. Just destroy all stuff. So different aliens. This is probably the trickiest stage, but nothing's firing back with me with any great skill. The main energy is lost by bumping into stuff. I probably is the case. Well done. I lost the control of English there. Well done. Kaboom, kapow, kasplat. Yeah, so as a kid you would have added quite a lot of extra story that wasn't there in your brain, as kids tend to do. Floaty spaceman. Yes. My favourite sort of like these games, you've got like Jetpack, I suppose. It's like Jetpack meets Defender. Jetpack is a great game, one of my favourites of all time from Ultimate. This came out quite a bit afterwards. More colour in Jetpack, but you can't argue it. They've made up for the lack of colour in the actual game by the display below. Good choice of colours, and it looks quite interesting. Good font on the old scoreboard, that's good as well. Yeah, I'm a fan of this one. Don't think I'd have played it too much, but if I bought the magazine back in the day, I would have played it quite a lot, probably for about a month I had it, then it probably would have been played too much at all. A little bit too easy. There we go, and that's me saying it. Bonus wave. It was worms, space worms last time. What was it this time? Oh, I think we've got dropping bombs on stuff. There's a timer ticking down in the middle. We must bomb as much stuff as possible, I think. Kaboom! Right, die everyone. And I think this might be the last stage. Might very well be. I hope they're bombs or something leaking out the back here. Maybe it's their toilet facilities. That reminds me, Buzz Aldrin, some of his toilet business is still on the moon. There's a plan to go up and collect it. For what reason, I do not know. Maybe they can put it on eBay. I think we're back to the start again, collecting these pill bean things. Take them back to base. Are there more enemies this time? Might be, or it might be my imagination. But there's a lot of stuff trying to kill us, but not doing a very good job of it. We seem to have infinite, well, there's no poke on this. It's just that I think you could probably live forever on this. Who wants to live forever? Or Trevor? I can't remember what the lyric was of that song. With Trevor or forever, one of the two. Right. Next, put that pill there. Don't have to kill everything, I suppose. Oh, do you? Just get those pills back to base. Taking a bit of a hammer in here, but not dying, which is great. La 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 la. Right. Well, so we won't be playing this game for 100 million hours. Defender meets Jetpack. Yeah. Here we go. If you've got any comments about this, let me know. So Special FX Software wrote this one. As I say, I did a few games for Ocean. I've reviewed some of them, but not all of them. This game could have been beefed up a little bit more for a full game. It would have been nice, different colours for each stage maybe. You could have had some quite varied aliens here. So I think maybe this was just done as like an advertising piece. You can see how many the pills I've collected on the bottom left there. There's 3 in cyan. That should go up by 1 when we get another one back to the base, will it? Oh no, it goes down, right? So 2 left. Counts down, and above that is the amount of lives I've got left, which hasn't gone down whatsoever. Are they pills or are they beans? Right, 1 bean left. Where's the bean? Bean, 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 Mr. Bean. Maybe it is Mr. Bean, who knows? I presume this spaceman is a human. He looks a bit like an insect from the lives left on the left there. Right, last bean, take it back to base. That's it, full of beans. Boom. Right, I think it's going to be that worm level again, isn't it? As it goes round and round and round in circles. Yes, it's the dragon wave. They're not worms, they're dragons. Sorry, I do beg your pardon. I thought dragons tended to have wings. They look more like space worms than dragons. Right, there's about 4 of them. Check the radar. Maybe a few more. You don't want to bash into them. They seem to be just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Which is not a very good tactic. And I don't know why this guy is shooting them for. The planet's big enough for everyone. Maybe they're invading the base. Maybe that's the story. Bomb the base. Attack this place. Right. Ziggy play guitar. These might be on Mars, but if it's Mars, I think it'd be red. Oops, steering me. Was that? I think I lost a life there. Well done. Right, and a dragon's dead, so I've lost 1 life. You heard the beep. So it's all a question of how far you can go round on these levels. If you played this for many, many hours and got to level 8622, then let me know. Does the colours ever change? I think it might stay black and white for the whole time. If you're playing on a black and white TV, which, yes, a lot of people did back in the day, then you wouldn't notice too much difference between this and the colour version, apart from the bottom half of the screen, I suppose, which is coloured, as you can see. Boop, 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 kaboom, boop, boop. So it's mindless fun, really. No need to read the instructions, and that's a big boost for me. It's just left and right, up and down, and fire, and that is it. No need to, well, yeah, you don't even press a button to collect those bean things on those stages. You just bump into them. They seem to get connected to you. Right. I think we'll play this for about a few more minutes, and then I don't think there's too much more I can show you of this. tend to review 2 Spectrum games on a Saturday. If you missed the first one, or you're watching it years in the future. First one was like a homebrew called a Buzzsaw in 2011, so check that one out. Very different game to this one. I am liking this, but I just wanted a little bit more. But I have to keep reminding myself it was given away free as a cover tape rather than anything else. And as I say, it's probably like advertising special FX software to make people aware of what they was about. So people looked them up and thought, right, I want some more games from them. There's a bit of that going on back in the day. Right. Is that it? That is it. Now back to a bonus level. Is it the bombing run? Attack wave. Right. No, it's another middle team. Right, destroy those black hole type things. Just can move up and down. There's a few games a bit like this that uses that radar thing. I think I have reviewed quite a few, maybe on the Amiga, a few on the Spectrum perhaps, I can't remember. We reviewed hundreds of games now. It's been going quite a while, this channel, maybe about 6 years or something crazy. Now that is crazy. 6 years since the reboot, I would say. I was on YouTube shortly after, well, a few years after it started, but I didn't really take it too seriously. I wish I had, but there we go. It's all about fun, all about retro, seeing how the game plays, kicking back, having a bit of a laugh. Talking a bit silly and maybe some information as well. Excellent. It's like if we were talking about this down the pub or something. Right. Yeah, it's fairly easy this game, isn't it, really? It's not too much of a challenge. Ardent game players might have got a little bit bored. Definitely pick Jetpack over this one, although it's most basic. It's a bit more of a challenge. Doodly-boop, doodly-boop. Bonus stage. Right, this is the bombing bit, isn't it? I would have thought. Get your bombs out. Who let the bombs out? Bomb. 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 I'm not sure if they're stink bombs or what kind of a bomb. Maybe we should collecting those things with B on it. Maybe that's more bombs. I'm not sure. I think that might be enemies. Anyway, here we go. Blue ice everywhere. If that indeed is what it is. Right, that's the end of that bonus level. Kaboomer. Is there a game called Kaboom? Possibly. Survival mode, level 9. Always the same terrain, and it's the bean stage again. Yeah. So once you've done it for a little bit, you as I say, you might start getting a little bit bored. Nice as it looks, it's a bit limited in the amount of interest you're going to have long term. Right. Maybe some firing UFOs might have been good. A UFO enemy that was a slightly different colour, that might have been good. Yeah, so I think we will actually leave it here. We've seen everything we can do, so I hope you liked having a look at that one. Good graphics, good sound, good stages, good use of colour from what there is, but rather limited gameplay at the end of the day, but excellent for a cover tape. That was Hyperactive, published by Sinclair User in 1988 and written by Special Effects Software. Hope you like having a look at that. As I say, got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye.